And turn this into some delicious goodness.
My finger covered the camera.
The whole time. So tonight we are making some turnip greens, but you know, we're not just gonna make normal turnip greens. We're gonna do something a little extra. So this one, we'll get rid of some of these greens that have kind of gotten scorched a little bit.
Nice.
So,
oh, look at that.
We're gonna turn this into some delicious goodness. So we got the turnip greens that I've washed and chopped up from the garden. And then here are the turnips, we're gonna use those. But first what we're gonna do is sear up a ham hock. So hammy.
Please don't keep snowing that thing.
We're basically just trying to brown this, kind of render some of the fat in there so that it'll flavor up the entire batch of turnip greens. We're gonna leave it in there as we cook the entire thing.
What is the hock? Is that the knuckle?
It's the like knee bone connected to the thigh bone.
Okay.
So we're gonna let that do its thing. And while it's doing that, we're gonna slice up half of a red onion. So Jared needs to sharpen his knives as well.
My knife is fine.
No, it's not.
Your chef's knife is it's like cutting something with a dowel rod. I just made a dowel rod joke.
All right, we're gonna do this kind of Julie Ann style. She's our cousin.
I think that's our Aunt Julie.
And Mary Ann.
Yeah,
combined.
you just combined Aunt Julie and Mary Ann into one thing. Shout out Aunt Julie, cousin Mary Ann. We hope you watch the show.
If you do, hit us on that subscribe.
That's right.
You got each side, kind of blistered the skin a little bit.
Oh, that's already that fast. It smells amazing.
All right, onions are starting to cook. What we're gonna start doing now is wilting these down, which looks like a lot of greens. But once you wilt them down,
That's a spoonful?
yeah, they kind of go bye-bye. So I'm gonna throw in some of these. And then with each addition of greens, I'm gonna throw in some salt so that it starts pulling the moisture out of the greens, because that's what you want to create that pot liquor.
We need some cornbread for this. By the way, we got an episode coming up this fall with some jalapeno cheddar cornbread, and it's a tri-tip chorizo chili recipe. You'll love it.
Yeah. What I'm doing is I'm kind of taking these and just kind of using the tongs to kind of mash them together and try to extract as much liquid out of them as possible. Turnip green recipes where you're using a ton of liquid. It's like sitting in a couple of quarts of chicken broth or whatever. You really want to use the liquid that's in the greens to create the pot liquor. So you can see I'm squeezing it out, all that liquid coming out. Oh yeah.
I think we're gonna have a pretty good bit. Maybe I'm being optimistic.
You are. So I got the entire batch in here, wilted down, squeezed out a lot of the juice, but we still need a little bit of liquid for this to braise in. That's where our extra comes in, right? Turnip greens, out of all the greens that you can have, whether it's collard, mustard, turnip are definitely by far the most bitter of those three. So to kind of counteract that bitterness, you need a little bit of sweetness. So what we're gonna do is add some Milo's sweet tea.
Oh my goodness.
This is gonna make everything nice and balanced.
Glug, glug, glug.
We're gonna add about a cup, not too much. Doink. All we're trying to do is create a braising environment. That tea is gonna reduce down, that sugar's gonna come out, and it's gonna be mwah. Yo. So we got bitterness from the turnips, we've got sweetness from the tea, we've already added some salt. We need to add a little bit of acid. So we're gonna use some apple cider vinegar. Doink. 2 tablespoons.
And then what we're gonna let it sit?
Now we're gonna put a lid on it, braise on low, kind of simmer on low.
Yeah.
For about an hour.
Nice.
turnips, it's time to peel them.
You just do those little small cubes. Is that like
The point.
you just hit my phone with a knife? This is like when you're eating greens and there's a little white cube in there and you don't really know what it is, and I've just always assumed it's a potato.
It's not.
Oh, it's a turnip.
It's a turnip. It's a bitter potato.
Let's see what we got here.
Ooh, wee! Just a plume of steam.
Fogged up my camera.
All right, these are gonna go in.
Flop them in.
Yep.
Slop.
Maybe 20 minutes steaming in here. We'll stir that around, put the lid back on, and then wait 20 minutes.
Sweet.
Okay, greens are done. It smells so good.
Smells amazing.
Yes. So these turnip greens were pulled out of your garden.
Yes.
Cooked down with a ham hock. To balance the bitterness is sweet tea, which makes them sweet.
Ooh.
Put the turnips in for about 20 minutes. You
on,
can't have
we
southern
need-
turnip
we need
greens
really-
without pepper sauce. Yeah. All right, let's try it out.
Two.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Everything's like super balanced. Like I said, the greens and the turnips are bringing the bitterness. You got the sweetness from the sweet tea.
Nailed it.